doing? Is there anything you'd recommend? Because I wanted to hear, we're often telling them how they can change their behavior. So did you know this? What she told me?
No.
So her feedback was 1, sit at the table while we're eating. And then I was like, okay, I was trying to listen, but I'm like, you guys spill your water. You want more water. You want more food. You drop your food. Oh, I didn't like this on this. I don't know how it's possible to sit. And then you spill your water again, and then you want more water. So
you need to hire a waitress to work for
well,
you.
and it was interesting that her perception was I need to sit down and eat while they're eating, because I usually stand and stuff it with them while they're doing it.
Yeah. Yesterday, can you sit down and eat dinner with us? Because often I like to wait to have dinner with my husband, because that's important too. But Teddy's like, asks me, can you sit and have dinner with us? Every once in a while I do. I'm like, okay, I'll eat with you. It's like important to them.
So we often eat dinner together, and a lot of people marvel. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay. Marvel at how our kids sit and eat, and they actually all sit and eat their meals. So our tips for making the family sit at the table.
Lay down the rules and let them know that while we're eating and while everyone is eating, we're sitting with our bums on the seat. I often find that they try to like put one leg up and one leg off. I'm like,
or they stand up and eat.
Stand up and eat, or they're on their knees or whatever. It's like, sit your bum down, park it, and stay there while you're eating.
Or they'll have a bite and then do a twirl and then get back up to the table and eat again, and then do a leap and then do a twirl.
Sit down at the table, and just because you're done, look around the table to see if everybody else is done. Don't leave the table until everybody's done.
So that's our number 1 rule. Establish it early. Like, make them sit. Because, we have 5 kids that sit at the table all together, and they all eat their meals. Mm-hmm. And often when there's conversation, they're distracted, so they just eat without even thinking.
Exactly. And we like to encourage conversation, not just with us included, but we'll tell them, like, we'll like start off, ignite a conversation between them and get them to talk to each other. Like, it doesn't always have to be like a report back to parents. It's a conversation between them.
So what we do is we want them to listen to each other, because if your house is like our house, when one talks, the other talks, they all try to like up each other, and it's like, time out, stop. So we get them to do roses and thorns, so they each get a turn at what was something good that happened to them that day, and maybe something that wasn't so positive, and they all have to listen to what each other is saying. So A, it makes them use their voice for the shyer ones, and 2, it makes the ones stop and listen.
Yes.
Don't use dessert as a tool to make them stay, because it often it reinforces negative behavior. So rather than, we actually don't even talk about dessert, like it's something that happens even after the meal. Like, often we'll do it after they've played, after they've cleaned up, they have to bring their plates to us. So no longer is it a focus of the meal. It's just kind of something that might happen. It might be apples, it might be yogurt. If it's available, it's available. If it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a focus. We've totally taken the focus off.
Yeah.
Because often they'll be like, how many bites till I get dessert? And I'm like, we hated that. We went through that, and the meals became about dessert. Shoot me in the head if I heard dessert. Remember that? I was like, dessert is done.
Yeah, and it's really easy to cut it. If you don't have anything in the house, and then they say, can we have dessert? I literally have nothing for you. But you know what's just as sweet as a cookie? These delicious grapes. And maybe if you do a good job.
No, we just actually will. And one more tip for moms out there: if your kids are hungry and it's like 4:30, cut up all their vegetables. Like, give them their vegetables early. So what I do is I cut up all their like peppers and their cucumbers and their carrots, and they'll eat them just while they're waiting for dinner. And I'm like, you just ate all your vegetables.
Oh my gosh, my daughter's
dip.
Mom, no more cucumber.
Oh, really?
Oh, I mean, we eat so
That's
much
all my kids want is cucumber.
I know. She's like, no more cucumber on my lunch.
Wow.
She's been overdosed on cucumber. Years of so much cucumber. It's not like she doesn't like it, but she's just like, I'm so tired of opening up the container and seeing cucumbers.
My kids just love ranch dressing too. I could give them.
I don't give dip.
The dip is if your kids don't eat vegetables. Mine do, but I hope they help you, because we know meal times can be a show.